Hey Aries, I hope you guys are doing okay out there. I did pull 5 cards for you. We're going to go in and see what's going on with your individual energy. All right. There's somebody who abused technology with you guys. I did a read before, but that didn't come out. But as I was shuffling, there's something about somebody abused technology. This could be you, Aries. Somebody's name could start with an A. Somebody's last name could start with a T. So there's an A and a T. That could be significant to abuse of technology. Somebody could be a military. Yep, that came up. Somebody could be in the military. Somebody discriminated against you guys for whatever reason. This could be somebody from your past. This is a distant relative. You guys probably know of this person. There's something here that comes out about a distant relative and abusing technology on you. Give me Aries, please. What's going on with Aries? Aries, we have here nature worship, druidism. Some of you guys could be druids, or there's some practice of druidism. You could be a druid. Give me more. Druidism. I believe that's like a way. A builder. Somebody could be in construction. There's a druid who could be a builder. All right, give me more. Or they were in the past. Somebody could have tried to build you guys a library. I see a library here. Somebody's a carpenter, but it says somebody's a builder. I'm assuming that you guys build things, structures. I don't think this is keep up or add something in. I literally think you guys build like innovative. There's something with a hermit energy. Some of you guys could go within, staying within. Some of you guys literally could be hermits. Maybe you don't like being around a lot of people, or you could be in this hermit energy while you reflect on something. You do have the Nine of Swords. It does come up reversed here, so that could signal why you are in hermit energy. Something could be going on with a Virgo. Something could be going on, yeah, with a Virgo. Philanthropist, some of your sanctity. Somebody's questioning your sanctity. It's really funny because that one came out last time too. Before I did this again, the video cut off because I guess I was out of space. Even though I thought I deleted it. It takes, never mind. So philanthropy, some of you guys are giving. You might stand up for a cause. You might dedicate your life to a cause. Some of you guys are outside in nature. Some of you guys might be missionaries, or you might talk to people online. It's something that you give freely of yourself. Philanthropy. We also have here Hiroshima. Somebody could have been in a world war in the past. This could be that family member who could be a distant relative. Somebody's initials AT. They could be a military, Air Force. Okay. Aries, let's see what's going on with you. 8 of Discs come up for you. So there's something about, what is that? This says dedication. Somebody's dedicated to their work. 8 of Pentacles is you being dedicated to work, or a body of work, or something that you do. Or some of you guys, sorry the cards fell, could simply be working very hard right now. You might be working. For you, though, with this card, if we go into other terms of it, right, there's a bit of unexpected good news that comes in for Aries. This is luck. Some of you guys could be dealing with Taurus. This is Pentacles, so there could be something with a bank. There could be something with a bank, banking institution, a credit union, something having to do with money here. You guys run into some unexpected good luck. Now, I see that you guys could be giving back to charity, and it's really funny here with this 8 of Discs. It mentions you giving back to charity. What's really funny is sanctity comes up with you guys giving back. Philanthropist, sanctity. Or it says saintly. Your behavior is saintly. So you give of yourself. You're not a selfish person. You're out there giving. You're hitting the streets. You're giving out pamphlets about the Most High. Whatever it is you're doing. You know, that really, we got to stop doing that. Like, we really do. We got to stop doing that. Like, this is my thing. If, I don't know, say I'm Muslim or something, and my intentions are for you not to be out on the streets homeless or worshiping the devil or doing bad, robbing and stealing people, right? I'm giving pamphlets out, and my goal with these pamphlets is to teach you or tell you, show you there's a better way, or there's a different way of doing something. You don't have to do this. Yeah, it doesn't come as easy, but, you know, the consequences of robbing and stealing, you know, versus the consequences of giving it up and trying to live righteously, you know, there's a little bit of there's no fast life in that, right? Ain't nobody coming to help you when you talk about the Lord. Your family will leave you out in the cold. See, people need to understand that. So this is not an easy walk. People abandon you, and the same folks that be preaching to you be the ones that walk away from you. That's all I'm saying. So there's something here about a body of work. There's something where you guys are giving back. There's something here having to do with the bank where you guys come into some good luck. There's patience and grace that pays off. So that's what I was telling you. That fast life, yeah, you get the money fast. You get the chicks fast. You get the dudes, or you get the dudes looking at you. I'm sorry. Some of the dudes that be looking at you when you got bread, a lot of them are out for the bread. especially as a woman. You got to be really careful with that. I mean, even as a working person, if I had a good job, you got these dudes, you got to be really careful with that. So there's something here where you guys are patience and grace. I'm not looking for anything fast. I'm not looking for anything easy. You will receive some sort of prosperity and accolades. They're going to be distributed, and you're going to love this part, Aries. They're going to be evenly distributed, right? This is something about karma. This is going to happen to you guys in autumn, or maybe it has. I don't know, past autumn. I don't read past present future. I have my own reasons for that. I mean, people can say whatever they want to say, but I try and stay within the confines of scripture when it comes to this. Now, I'm sure, whatever, but, I'm not trying to I'm not a fortune teller. I'm mapping out a situation. I'm telling you what I see, and it's up to you to interpret. I don't know when this stuff happened, and I'm not looking because that's not really my job to do that. I can make assumptions here. I can make a ton of assumptions, but I'd rather stick to the book, in a sense. And even then, I still got to go back and read and make sure I'm on the right, whatever. Anyway, how can you be counseled if you can't be counseled? I get my I make sure I'm counseled. Anyway, something could happen in autumn for you guys. There's something with good karma that comes in for you or came in for you. Two of Pentacles comes up. Jupiter and Capricorn. You could be dealing with somebody who's a Capricorn with a Jupiter. A person who has Capricorn and Jupiter in their chart. You're going to love this part. Remember I was telling you guys about this equal give and take with your patience and grace paying off? You guys have good karma and you're going to get accolades, which you deserve. But there's going to be equal give and take. Prosperity is evenly distributed. Remember that. When we go over to your next card, because we go, Eight of Pentacles, and we go to Two of Pentacles. So obviously, it feels like there's some sort of a loss there. However, you may not be the one that lost. The person who could be lost could be this other energy, this Capricorn energy. It does say that this particular person that you guys are dealing with in business is an excellent business partner. They are able to multitask. They can do more than two things at once. They can manage projects. They can work on this and that. And the money, it says, is going to be split evenly with no questions. This is a great business partner. Strong work ethic. It says, for some of you guys, you're going to love this part. Whatever, this person might be so worth the investment, I guess, for you, because you're eight of Pentacles and whoever you run into. Now, either you're Eight of Pentacles and you drop the Two of Pentacles, right? Or you're Eight of Pentacles and you now have the ability to invest in somebody who's Two of Pentacles who might have a great idea. You guys are investing in somebody who's a great multitasker and their work ethic is exactly what it is that you're looking for, I guess, as a partner. It also goes on to say the price of this business merger is going to double the company. So the price is doubled of a business merger. Whatever this is, this idea, this structure, or whatever it is you guys do is so good that you are going to invest in and it's going to double, I guess, the value of your company. It says the price is doubled. So whatever you were asking, somebody's going to double it. That is amazing. That's the type of person I'd invest in. Some people are just worth the money, right? They are. So you got somebody up there that knows exactly what they're doing, exactly what they're talking about, exactly as transparent as you need them to be. I'm paying that money because I don't need my name in the news. I don't need my business in the news. I want my lawyer to be on the beach chilling up until I need him. And me needing my lawyer ain't gonna have nothing to do with this inside circle because it's a tight ship. But when it's small, you can always catch the crazy people or the ones that ain't doing right. Ain't that hard, right? Well, I want my people to chill. I don't want no stress. And I need my lawyer to come up off the beach and the island or wherever he or she is working. I don't want no static. I don't want any trouble. So I feel like that's why you guys could be investing in somebody and it's going to double your business. Whatever this is, you guys have a business partner that comes in. It's 50-50, is even. Exactly what anybody doing business would want if they have good sense. But you have a lot of people that want that fast money. But you decided, Aries, I'm going to wait. I'm going to have patience. Patience and grace is going to pay off. And it does. We do, though, have the Nine of Swords that comes up, right? This is something with a Gemini energy that comes up. Something about the end game. You have a Gemini in here. Maybe they're worried about whatever investment you're making because I keep getting these energies that there's just somebody hating in between. Or maybe you guys could be worried about something. You do have this Gemini energy that comes in. Nine of Swords reverse, Hermit energy. You guys could be in Hermit or There's a Gemini out there in your energy who could be in Hermit. This person is losing sleep. This person is haunted by thoughts that consume them. They're overtaken. Failures of the past haunt them. One of the things I did highlight here, forced bad choices. So whoever this Gemini is, they were forced into something. They had some forced bad choices. Somebody could have been forced into Hermit. They could have been forced into making some bad mistakes. It was a force. If it's forced, is it a mistake? I believe aside from that separately, there's forced bad choices, comma, bad mistakes, and being frustrated. There's something with past failures that comes up. It also says that this person that you guys are dealing with, I don't know who this person is. It looks like it's a Gemini. Now, you're haunted by this person, it looks like. But you're also haunted by some mistakes that you made in the past. This is what I'm getting, Aries. It says that you want to do something, but you can't. It's almost like you guys are stuck there, left to deal with these issues. Some of you guys are waiting for a decision to come back about something where somebody was doing an investigation. I don't think whoever was doing this investigation, I don't think they gave no what's that you knew, because it's upright. Or because of this situation, Aries, you could have gone within and now I'm in Hermit. I don't want to talk to people. Let me just deal with this. I don't want to talk to people until this or that is resolved, until I get these or that results. This could be about a child. It could be about sickness. You guys might have 9 different people looking at you. Could be more, or 9 pair of eyes. So 10 pair, whatever. 10 pair of eyes, whatever. Could be 5 people. It's a pair. I don't know. Anyway, so you guys could have gone within for that, but this is really about mistakes. I want to get into a little bit more of this, though. Somebody made bad mistakes and they want to do something about it, but they are not. Somebody is remembering something important. Aries, you could be remembering something very important about a Gemini energy that comes up. Whatever happened here, you may have had some disagreement with this Gemini. It says that you do not regret a word said. I don't regret any words exchanged. There's something where you might feel like this Gemini is projecting bad headaches to you. Or they're projecting bad mojo, meaning a bad vibe, evil eye, all that. I don't want you to da. So you may have ran away from this person, or you're like, listen, I'm going to shut you out. I'm going to shut out you, your energy, and all you got going on. I don't want anything to do with you. And you go in the Hermit because it's upright. So you might have separated from this person, or you guys are separated from some situation or separated from the outside because you're dealing with some things right now. So you may not necessarily want to entertain people. Right? There's something with paranoia that comes out here too. Some of you guys could be peeking around corners or until something comes back, until you get the results of something. I feel like some of you don't want to show your face until something is made clear. I feel like I'm not going to show my face until these results are out. And I feel like if they don't meet your liking, you'll still stay quiet. But if these results that you're waiting for work to your advantage, child, I know you're going to tell it. Okay? And you ought to, especially if people's lying on you or whatever's going on. Anyway, you guys have this High Priestess that comes out reversed here. This is a Pisces, Moon, and Cancer. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Pisces. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Cancer here. There's something significant about the number 2. Some of you guys refuse to play number 2. I'm not going to play number 2 because I'm not number 2. I'm number 1. Okay, I'm not playing number 2. It could be something like that going on with this person in your energy or Aries. You could say, I'm number 1. Right? I'm not playing number 2. Or maybe this Pisces wants you to play number 2. Maybe there's some sort of battle between you guys. There's a reason why you reject this Pisces. They do something dark. They might play saintly, but they're not. They could be a dark practicing priestess. People who use their intuition and psychic abilities for the dark. They don't use them for good. They don't use them to help people. They use them to manipulate things to go their own way. There's something about secrets that are going to be coming out about this Pisces energy or about you. For some of you, the secret is I'm a saint. For some of you, the secret is, I may look like a hip-hop boy or whatever, but I'm really not. I might look like a wild, but I'm really not, right? What y'all don't see is how much I pray. You remember that Mary Mary song? Like, people really don't know. This is the same thing they did with me. They made these assumptions about me being a sleeping around prostitute. I'm like, what in the heck? Come to find out my own family did it. Thank you, Janetta Copeland Beasley. I just wanted to throw her name in there because she's a sack of shit. And people are still up listening to that crazy woman preach. Even though her daughter, Ebony, they the same. They both hoes, right? And they both tried to throw me under the bus and say I was a prostitute when really it was Ebony. So I'm going to whoop your ass on every set, Janetta. Nah. I'll let your ass rest a little bit. Nah. That. I'm going to drag you through these internet streets. You going to catch it. Anyway, Aries. So, somebody's trying to act saintly. They may not be. Somebody who is a... The thing is, too, somebody may be trying to act saintly and they are not. Or, this is a high priestess who has psychic abilities, but maybe they just don't want you to know about it. There's something about some practices that somebody does in the dark. People don't know about it. I can interpret this as, I don't want you to know that I have psychic abilities, but I am a saint. Or maybe I've suppressed my psychic abilities, but I'm a saint. I'm a philanthropist. Or it could tell me that there was some Pisces energy that may have done something dark to a philanthropist. I don't know. Ooh, that came out. Maybe they said you was a peasant. I don't know. There's somebody in a rural area. I'm not going to take that, but it might be significant to somebody. You could be a philanthropist who leaves some sort of an urban setting and you go do work in a rural area, right? It could be in a field. A rural area, it doesn't have to be in this country. It could be anywhere else in the world where it's like, deserts or big bodies of grass, hills, whatever. I'll leave that there. So this high priestess coming up reversed here. Secret woman. It says that this person is a secret. Now, Aries, I don't know why this woman would be a secret, but it says she's a secret woman. She's clairvoyant, but she's also unprotected by the occult. So I'm assuming that there's some protection that comes along with the occult. And that would be all the accessories, the extremities, the hotel rooms, the parties, the drinking, the rituals, the gatherings, the getting to know people, the networking when you need something done. So I need you to get rid of this court case and you call up so-and-so and voila, gone. Voila, the police report disappears. Married and policeman disappears. Gone. Right? So something like that. Now, for this energy here, it says with the secret woman, they are unprotected by the occult. So the occult's not going to be protecting this person if and when they get caught for doing something dark to you, if it plays out in real life, right? They have no protection. So nobody from the cult or any of these organizations are going down to the jailhouse to protect this energy here, this dark high priestess, because she's not involved with them. They must have kicked her out or something. Maybe she practices on her own. I don't know. But unprotected by the occult or metaphysical forces. It goes on to say, this person has knowledge of divination, but is used for dark practices. This person is devoted to dark spiritual practices and withholds important messages from people, or they distort them. So they withhold messages or they distort the messages that they give to people. This person is coming up in your energy. Maybe that's what you're worried about. It says here that you guys made some bad mistakes. Maybe at some point you were a dark high priestess. I don't know, Aries. But I'm getting here is Pisces energy, and somebody could be a Capricorn who did something dark. We also have here this Prince of Wands. This is going to be the Knight of Wands that plays out reverse for you guys. Whoever this person is, they could be a preteen. It says a preteen or a child with a competing nature. I can interpret that text a couple of ways because it did come out reversed here. Somebody may not want to compete. I'm a child. I don't want to compete. I don't want you to put me on the football field. I don't like that sport. I don't like hopping around in them outfits. I ain't really about that, right? Somebody's child could be a non-compete, or maybe you guys are trying to feel out what this kid can do. Something like that. But it says here, whoever this is, because this is a separate message, I guess, for parents, this piece of it. There's a preteen or a child with a non-competing nature. It could be competing nature or non. If they're a competing nature, it's very heavy. It says that this child needs to be enrolled in athletics or have some sort of sportsmanship. They are not allowed to just do whatever they want. This is what it's saying. This child responds well and pays attention to warnings. I feel like you guys might have a very disciplined child. Somebody who pays attention. They take warnings. The funny thing is a lot of kids don't pay attention to the warnings. Right? They're so caught up in whatever they're doing. Some of them are walking with their cell phones and playing games at the same time. Whoever this is, they're very aware of what's going on. If this person, this child is not playing sports, maybe they should. Maybe they need to practice some sort of sportsmanship. It suggests that if they lose, it depends. If they're a very competitive child, if they lose, They could potentially throw stuff up against the wall, have fits, I don't know, call up the coach and curse him or her out. I don't know. But you need to watch out for this child is what it's saying. And they do pay attention to warnings. So if somebody told you that there's a child that is irresponsible, that's not true. They lied. I don't know what that's about. I don't know where that came from. I don't know what that has to do with the read. But somebody is dedicated to something. Maybe somebody's kid, maybe somebody didn't know how dedicated or devoted their child is to something. Maybe somebody doesn't like the fact that their child is a philanthropist, right? Somebody could have, I swear, it's sick to say, you could have had somebody come in here and try and do some sort of dark practice on your preacher child or your missionary child. I don't want my kid to be a preacher. I want my kid to be out slinging, and I want him or her to be a whore. I want the streets to know exactly what they got going on in their pants and all this other stuff. You got some sick parents like that, or you got some dark energies that wanted you to do that. Looks like you hit them with a no. This could have been, again, somebody from the military. You could be somebody's child, or somebody might have a preteen child, something like that. I look at it in another perspective, too. Whoever this Prince of Wands is, this Prince of Night, they could be a sports person. Somebody could be an athlete. Somebody could do something with sportsmanship. Maybe you train people, something about a camaraderie. But it says that you cannot do what you want. And it says that this person will heed to directions given. They will heed to warnings. I don't know if somebody needs to know that. What's this? The government. I'm not going to take it, but there's something about the government. It looks reversed to me. An advisor, there's a government advisor. What about this government advisor? This person's a developer. So this government advisor is a developer. I don't know if they're developing more buildings or something like that. They're trying to even out or balance out the fall of civilization. Remember, civilization, government, something with an advisor. There's an advisor that went to court. There's something about the rise of civilization, a developer, and an organizer. These people could be on opposite sides for some reason. I just feel like this whole thing, I feel like we're being driven back to a place that is insanity. Right? I don't know. I mean, if the experiment didn't work back, I don't know. You do understand. Okay, I just want to say something. I'm not sure what people. I just want to remind people that even in the Bible, when it says a new heaven and a new earth, it says that we're going to live with others. So I believe that there might be some people who have this idea that this earth is going to be filled with black folks and white folks, or all black. The whole earth going to be black. The whole earth going to be white. It doesn't work like that. The scriptures, if you read it, clearly says others. Everybody's going to be together. But only certain people going to make it. It's about souls, right? So there are some people that believe, oh, when God get through, everybody going to be black. No. When God get through, everybody going to be white. No. That's not what the scripture says. It says everybody. Now, I know your preacher taught you that, right? Some stuff you got to read on your own, because there's some churches that quote them same scriptures and them same Ikamashias at every service. Get out of here. Children. Something about children, fertility coming up. Druidism, children, a builder, construction, fertility. Somebody had a child. Something about children. What else? Something about a victim. Somebody's a child victim. Somebody could be a druid. Somebody is a child. There's something about a victim of injustice. Okay, so there's a child out here who is a victim of injustice. I wonder who did that. Was it their own family? Let's see. Indentured servitude. That has to do with your family. You're a servant and you're not supposed to know about it. You got a piece of crap mother that put you in the middle of a slave ring, maybe, so she could live well because she's a piece of shit like her kids. Janetta Copeland Beasley, a sack of shit, up preaching in a robe. And she got kids in slavery. That's some sick, you're a sick mother. You always been sick. And Ned Lamont gonna pay for you with your behavior. Since they want to cover shit up at DCF, I'm coming for that ass, Janetta. You gonna sit under that fucking jail. You sure is. You got the right sister. You going around lying on me, bitch. You and your whole ass daughter. And your pedophile son. Look what you got left. You're a loser and so is your kids. You fucking losers. That boy ain't worked in 30 years and he over there touching little kids. You old nasty. And you agree with it. You're a pedophile too. You just lame. You old slut. You old bed hopping slut. You've been down at that phone company. I'm going to tell the world. The whole black community know that you a piece of shit. You're like the worst mother in the world, literally. Especially the global black community. Everybody knows that you're a piece of shit. So, I don't know, you shouldn't be leaving the house. But, people like you got balls. I don't know why they let assholes live forever. Royalty, that's what you mad about. Tried to get your hands on some money. You deserve whatever them people give you. I hope they stomp you out. I hope they froze up your banking accounts just like you tried to do for me. You tried to make me lose my house, and bitch, you gonna lose yours. You gonna lose everything. You gonna lose your kids that you overpraising. You praise them kids more than you praise the Lord. And that's why your ass is all over the television, and I'm happy to keep you there. I'm gonna continue to post pictures. I'm gonna continue to drag you online because you deserve it. You're a garbage ass mother. You're the worst. Like, you should have been arrested. So Ned Lamont gonna pay for all the corruption in the state. I'm gonna drag his ass too, because he was aware of this and he been trying to cover it up. All them files down there. Don't play with me. Fuck you think. I love you guys. I'll see you soon.